Hi there, welcome to the Tent News, where the truth comes to light and the stories everyone is talking about are brought straight to you. From shocking confessions and viral social media moments to real life mysteries and trending drama, this is the place where we uncover it all. Now, please watch this video first, and I will be back with the rest of my commentary.
And there are these Nigerians that are quiet about this whole thing, that are staying here in South Africa, and they are not experiencing any xenophobia. And they are quiet. They are acting like, oh, we all xenophobic. And it's the people that now, as I'm gonna wake up now and go and meet up, and then they will be saying hi Tando, and then they are smiling and all that. And then when they come here on these socials, they are quiet about South Africans not being xenophobic. Sisezokhala. Your girlfriends will translate this. Sisezokhala, because sisezokhalela even those girlfriends, your girlfriends and the baby mamas and your children that are here in South Africa, because of the fact that you guys are sticking with each other when it comes to negative things. You guys see that your brothers are selling drugs and doing all these things, and you keep quiet, and then you are vocal when it comes to saying South Africans are xenophobic and whatever. You're retweeting, so doing the same thing that it was done by Malem, retweeting the things that are negative. Even though you guys are silent, but it's a color for even you. Because as people that don't want to live, you shouldn't be so proud. You guys have got this pride that I don't understand. That is like, I don't understand. You can't stand up and be like, yeah, we've been living with these people for 32 years. Well, it's not going to be 100%. They are like our brothers and whatever, because even with us, we are not united, even in Nigeria. But you just keep quiet and act like, hey, South Africans are like this and whatever, and like on the posts where they are saying we are xenophobic, knowing that we are not xenophobic, is that we are fed up with things that you guys know as well. And so kalela nina bo Jolofina, because you've got children here, but you quiet. Being with Nigerians and guys and marrying Nigerians and having kids with Nigerians, it doesn't mean that you forget that you are South Africans. You don't forget that you are South Africans just because of it's nice, you are happy. We understand that you are happy with Nigerians and whatsoever, but it doesn't mean that you are Nigerians. That needs, especially if you are even sitting here in South Africa. You could feel like you are Nigerians when you are in Nigeria. But if you are here and then you are a Jolofina, and then you are proudly Janafina, and I'm a proud Janafina, and then you say nothing about the things that are happening that you know that are wrong. You are part of the problem. No one is saying we mustn't love beyond borders. We love white people. We fall in love. We can fall in love any day. We can fall in love with anyone. But when it comes to standing up for your country, you need to stand up for your country, because these Nigerians, your husbands, they're standing up for their countries. They're the ones that are saying we're xenophobic now. And you know that you are not, you are cooking for them. You're learning how to cook jollof rice. You're learning how to cook jollof rice for them. You are there, you are loving and everything. And then they say you are xenophobic. When they're saying we are xenophobic, the people around, the people of your country, that they're saying you are xenophobic yourself. They should stand for their in-laws, especially if they are treated right. If they are not together, like, okay, they never had kids. You guys have never had 9 months carrying their babies in your stomachs, their seats. Maybe you are xenophobic. But if you are a South African woman that has loved Nigerians and still love Nigerians, you are in bed in Nigerians in these rainy days, and then you keeping quiet about the wrong things that they are doing. You don't even love them. You're loving them for their money, their money that they are bringing to you, of which now it makes you evil as well, because you are the part of the problem. Now, I'm not saying people mustn't be child by Nigerians, guys. Nigerians, they are good people. They are good Nigerians. They are handsome Nigerians. You can fall in love with anybody, but not standing up for your country just because you are feeling the muscles of a Nigerian. I will never get it. I will never get it. And even Nigerians that are close to me, they know that. Even any foreigner that is close to me, they know that. You can't play about South Africa. I don't care whether you are an Ethiopian woman that gave me a perfumes worth 20,000 at some point. But when it comes to you doing wrong things, you need to stand up for South Africans, because we are these South Africans that sometimes fight. I remember in Joburg fighting for Zimbabweans. I don't know whether they were Zimbabweans or Malawians that were selling tomatoes, and then the traffic cops came and took their things. I was one of the people that are standing there like, no, they are here doing a legitimate job. Why would you do that? Why would you do that in Johannesburg? People who know me, sometimes I saw someone stealing an iPhone in Joburg, and I was like, that's your phone is, they're taking your phone. And then the criminals were like, sister. So if people who know me, they will know I'll just get to be like, I'll just talk, I'll just forget. So I was in the middle of a chaos. And I'm like, these people are selling. And then I didn't understand the bylaws, of which now I'm doing the same thing. I'm selling pillows and whatever, but I have to respect the police. So now I understand. So what I'm trying to say is that if you're not condemning what is happening in South Africa, that is wrong. You are a Nigerian, you are a Jolofina. You are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. And I want to remind the Jolofinas that they are not Nigerians. They are South Africans. I'm not saying Nigerians will kill you like they did to this other woman that I know they killed and put her head on a cooler box and then send it home because of whatever that she did. I'm not saying all of Nigerians, they can do that. But I'm saying you are South African before anything that can happen. Anything is happening with our South African men. With our South African men, they kill us and sometimes and all that. And then you can never tell me that a Nigerian can never do that. Like 100%, it can never happen to you. But where are you going to come back from? South Africa. You're going to come back from wherever that you are to South Africa. So we need to stand up. We need to stand up. I'm standing up not because of I don't have Nigerian friends, I don't have Zambian friends, I don't have Zimbabwean. I'm not even supposed to speak about Zambians because they are very good people. It doesn't mean that I don't have Zimbabweans that are here. I had a Zimbabwean that was my employee. I love Zimbabwean people. When people, I'm not going to say a lot, but you need to understand that we love you. We love these people. But at the end of the day, when they are not doing something right, we need to condemn them. They are the ones that now even they are crying in parliament saying there's xenophobic killings. Where? If two people were killed, like it's the same as people were beaten up in East London. 4. No one said anything. 4 people. If there's an incident that happened, doesn't mean South Africans now they are busy butchering people. You guys lie, and then all of a sudden you still want us to be accepting you. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just because you're changing your children to Okongo and then you still sit in South Africa, it doesn't give you a right to be like silent and to be, no, don't do that. Shini?
A South African has decided to call out Jolofinas and also Nigerians that are living in South Africa to say, you know what, we love you guys, but let's stand for our country. But for me, I feel like she's telling the truth. She is really, really telling the truth. You cannot tell me that you are associated with maybe foreigners or I don't know from wherever they come from. And you can see that these people are doing things that are not allowed. And then we end up because you are benefiting from these people or you know them, they are close family friends or whatever way you can put them. and you just keep quiet. That's what she is against of, to say, no, you don't have to do that. And the reason why she's also talking to Abu Jolofina is that stand for your country. Like, just stand for your country, because you are there saying, I'm a proudly Jolofina, this and this and this, and looking at things that they are being done. And at the end, you just keep quiet. You just keep quiet because it is benefiting you. And on the other side, it is also affecting other South Africans. I just feel like this is the most sensitive topic that people are not ready to sit down and talk about, because obviously those that are dating foreigners, they will not do anything. Just like anyone. I don't think if my husband is doing something that is out of line and I know that this is something that is feeding my family, I will go out there and start acting crazy and start exposing this man. I won't do that. And this is just something that will never happen, unfortunately. Yes, it will never happen, because no one is going to expose their loved ones, close friends, or their husbands. Or on this case, no one is going to expose their own husbands. So I don't know, guys. Please comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think about this one?